You're listening to KCPR the Rec, your place to recreate, with your host, Caitlin, Jonathan, and Joe.
Hey there, and welcome to KCPR the Rec. Today's podcast, we will bring you another word from our director, bring a special guest into the studio to discuss our parks programming, bring you what's on deck for Parks and Rec, and of course give you today's National Day for today.
Today's National Day.
So today's National Day is Retro Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, so let's talk about some Remember Whens.
All right, so remember when there was something called the TV Guide channel, and there was no such thing as Netflix or On Demand?
I do remember that.
I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
It's the
very
only way
retro.
you would find out what was coming on that night.
Do you guys remember when maps were still made out of paper?
Not on your cell phone anymore.
Yeah, there's no flashing blue dot.
There was an actual map, not Apple Maps.
Do you remember when apps were actually just things you'd eat at restaurants before your meal? Now they're things on your phone that you can't eat.
Yeah, I do remember
You gotta
that.
download. What about dial-up?
Ooh, who doesn't love a "you got mail"?
Mom, get off the phone!
I need to use the internet. God.
Hey, remember that time when you could go to your mom and like ask for food or to get your diaper changed?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For Joe?
Remember that time Caitlin became a mom?
What?
Not yet, though. Got 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's not in the past. That's in the future. But you know, since our folks don't. Since we have radio invisibility, they don't know Caitlin's had a bun in the oven.
Yep,
So
it's true.
Our trio will be losing one
We'll
member.
be going to a duo.
Into the Rec Room.
All right, so I want to start off today's Into the Rec Room with a pop quiz. Name all the Kent County parks. Ready, go.
Okay. We got
Brecknock, Tidbury, Lebanon, Hun, Kesselring, Big Oak, Browns.
and the Death Star.
Joe, mom brain just crushed you. Absolutely decimated you, my friend.
That high.
Yeah. All right, so
Jeez.
we wanted to bring you guys a little more information about some of our parks programming. I know a lot of times we talk about different sports activities that we have going on. We talk about different aspects of sports. So we thought who better to bring in to talk about our parks programming than our very own park naturalist, Kara.
Welcome, Kara.
Hey! Hi, guys.
Hey, thanks for
for coming
joining
on.
us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we wanted to ask you, what kinds of programs does Kent County Parks offer?
Well, that's a great question. We've got a couple different programs. We have a weekly program every Wednesday called Wednesday Walks. They're free walks at 10 a.m. We get to tour the entire Brecknock Loop. We start at the Nature Center. It's for all ages. We just ask you wear comfortable walking shoes, bring some water, and it's about a mile long. It's for all ages. It's a great program. But we also have some weekend programs. The second Saturday every month from 9 to 3, we open the center up. It's a historic building, originally a granary for the mill. So it's about 300-plus years old. It's an old building.
Wow.
And the second Saturday changes. We try and change it every month, give new themes. Coming up in March, we've got Clever Clovers, where we talk all about clovers. We often think of them about like a weed, but we're going to look a little more deeply into the role of clovers in Delaware. In April, we're going to do springtime with some hikes. At 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock, we'll hike around, see some signs of spring in the park. In May, we're doing all about otters. Doesn't everyone love otters?
I think everyone
Yeah.
likes
They're always
otters.
the cute, cuddly ones, right?
Yes.
We're going to do all about the North American otters in May. And in June, we're going to do bald eagles. It's the same day as the state summer event that comes up on June 8th. But we're going to do a little bit of both. We'll do a little bit of safety in the park and a little bit of bald eagles.
Ooh.
Nice.
Those sound like some really amazing programs.
I do like eagles.
Absolutely, and they're all free to the public. We do have a couple paid programs we're looking at. We're going to do Native American feather wrapping. That's Friday, March 29th. $10 a person. We recommend ages 12 and up. It's a little tricky. Definitely some finger dexterity comes in. But we're going to learn how to wrap feathers based off of a Lakota Native American technique. That'll be really interesting. But space is limited, so register. And we're going to do a recycle program with a DIY no-sew bag. So we're going to take old T-shirts, vintage T-shirts, and we're going to turn them into bags. So we can give second life to those old T-shirts. And then we're also going to do a painting rock party. On May 18th, we're going to paint stones and create treasures to hide in the park. I know painting rocks are kind of big right now in the park. You can find them all through Brecknock. You can find them in the Hunt Park. So we're going to go ahead and add some extra treasures in on Saturday, May 18th.
Man,
Awesome.
there's so many programs out there in the parks, which there's no way you could possibly have a favorite, is there?
Oh, I had an opportunity to work with the Lakota tribe members to do the feather wrapping. I'm really looking forward to passing that on to the public. It was a great experience to work with the tribe.
That's awesome.
And like you said, most of the programs are free, but for that particular program, people should register online ahead of time, right?
Absolutely. That program is $10 a person because it's going to come with all the materials and skills. So they don't have to bring anything other than two hands.
That's
Nice.
awesome. We are so thankful that Kara came on our show today to talk to us about so many awesome parks programs.
Thanks,
but
guys.
since the weather hasn't really broken and gotten really awesome outside yet, Kent County Parks and Rec still has some great indoor programs available for you. Caitlin, what's on deck for Parks and Rec?
All right, let's take a look at some of our upcoming programs. Before the weather starts getting really nice outside, we have some great indoor classes like soap making, guided meditations, let's do robotics, fitness programs like ab attack, aqua aerobics, yoga, boys rec basketball, boys rec flag football, and cornhole league starting up in March. And if you're looking for some sport instruction, you can register for our youth programs like beginner tumbling, roller skating, beginner tennis, soccer, floor hockey, basketball, or our multi-sport class, also starting up in March.
I did hear that floor hockey and multi-sport class coach is really, really good. I know, just hearing top notch.
Yeah, I
Just
heard
a-
his beard's dirty.
No, it's not. He washes it twice a day.
Well, I still think you can't beat the price on the beginner tumbling class, $35.
But does your tumbling instructor have a beard?
I think she'd look weird if she had a beard.
It's debatable. You never know.
All right.
Well, if you want to register for these programs, you can find out more information by going to
www.co.kent.des/parks-recreation.aspx.
All right, so it's time again for a word from our director.
Yeah, sure, you betcha. A word from our director. He's from Minnesota, don't you know?
Jeremy, what do you have for us today?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for allowing me to be on your awesome program here. I just think you guys do a great job, and I'm really excited to bring these words not only to you, but to the general public, because, of course, being from Minnesota, I'm cooler than everybody else.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Is that like a cold weather joke?
Maybe. So, this is a very easy word, and I expect you all to get it. And if you don't, well, then you just have to judge yourselves.
Oh, man.
The Minnesota word of today is opener.
Opener.
Look at these looks on your faces.
Well, I feel like this is a trick.
It's an opener.
Yeah.
Opener.
Like a home opener.
Opener.
Like opening day.
Oh, we're going to go to the
Sports
opener.
related.
Eh? That's Canadian.
All right, so I feel like this is this an action?
Yeah.
No clues,
Not
huh?
really an action, no.
Oh, okay, no action.
So it's an event.
Joe's a little closer.
it's something.
All right, I've got my answer, right or wrong.
All right, so... All right, I think I got it. I think you have yours now, Caitlin? You
Yeah,
ready?
just go.
All right, so I think my guess is going to be... It's an opener, right? Not the opener, or is it an opener?
You
Hockey
keep
game.
asking me. Okay. Hockey game.
game.
Okay.
I think he's the guy you put out at the beginning of the hockey game to rough up everybody else.
Interesting.
All right, like, all right.
Interesting. That's a goon.
Right. So I'm wrong. Judgment ensues.
I was just thinking opening, like home opener.
Okay, all right. Well, I think Caitlin and Joe we're getting to getting closer there. So opener and I'll try to start using my Minnesota accent. Opener in Minnesota is really loosely a state holiday. It happens twice a year, once in the fall and once in the springtime. So once in the fall is for deer season, and once in the springtime is for fishing season. So everybody in Minnesota loosely calls them, "Hey, what are you doing for the opener?"
Gotcha.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thought it was hockey
Yeah.
related somehow or another. That's close though, right?
Not bad. Not bad. Yes.
Better luck for me next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, then you should check us out next time when we're going to discuss how much more room there is in the office without Caitlin there.
So much room for activities.
We're going to bring you another Brent's Bites. We're going to talk about upcoming recreational programs and, of course, give you another National Day for the day. Catch you on the flip side.
Check you later.
Adios.